Chinatown on a dark night in a city known for its sin. Not the best place for a down-and-out gumshoe, but hey, beggars can't be choosy now, can they? Mills Jacko, Private Eye Noir. Come closer. Let me tell you a story. It was a bloody day in November. 6,000 years ago, a Phoenician king presented a mysterious alien mask to a Maltese warlord. But before the peace treaty could be signed in blood, bandits stole the alien mask. Well, the filthy bandits were the first victims to fall prey of the mask, and they won't be the last. Well, like I said, it was a cold day in November, and I was just settling in for my liquid Thanksgiving dinner, thinking about an old Humphrey Bogart movie from 1941, when the phone rang. Mills Jacko, Private Eye, how can I help you? Uh-huh. You don't say. How so? Really? Mm-hmm. Come to think of it, she never did say her name. Just that she came from a rich family. Her dad was just murdered and his prized possession was stolen. A mask. She hinted to the fact that this mask brought her family immense riches. What she failed to tell me was the mask also brings darkness, envy, and murder. She told me to meet her at her gardener's house on 666 Hemlock Lane, and this is where the story begins. I finally tracked her down at the gardener's house. He didn't speak much English, but he pointed me in the right direction. And as you can see, I was already starting to have regrets. You got a license to drive this thing?
Yeah! Jacko! I'm from a well-to-do family.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I inherited a lot of money from my father.
I see.
He was involved in a robbery last month, and they killed him. They took his prized possession.
I see.
And I'm anxious to get it back.
Uh-huh. Does it have a name?
They took the Maltese Mask.
The Maltese Mask? Huh.
It's worth $50,000 to me if you can recover it.
50 large is a lot of dough.
It's nothing compared to the value of that mask to me. Jacko, if you're the man for the job, it's worth every cent.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Jacko, to get you started, here's some walking around money.
Oh, I see. Yes, that'll work fine, yes.
Just to get you started. And if you're successful, there'll be a big check at the end of it for you.
Well, looks like we got a deal.
I like a man of decision.
My first stop was downtown. Word on the street was the Falcone gang was asking around about a mysterious mask and the value of one such item. If anyone knew where Falcone was, it would be Pops. Hey, Pops, you know where the Falcone crew is?
Oh, I hear they're over at the Rainbow parking lot.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's not too far.
You don't say. Well, Pop's got what he needed and I got what I wanted, the lowdown on Falcone. But it was not going to be easy to track him down. You see, he never stayed in one place too long. Kinda like a jackrabbit trying to stay one step ahead of the coyote. Hey Falcone!
What do you want?
Hey Falcone! I hear your team has been kind of busy.
We get around.
I'm sure you do. Now listen. Well, I tried to explain to Bonehead Falcone how dangerous this mask was. I told him for 6,000 years, not only thieves and bandits have been murdered trying to obtain this mask, but also rich families have been dropping like flies when they tried to claim ownership. This was a very dangerous mask, but I don't think he believed me.
What's that got to do with me?
Well, like I say, I know your team gets around. Now listen, as I said, there's some very powerful people who want this mask back, alright?
Right.
So you're just going to have to work with them. Now listen, it's dangerous. I don't know who you're going to get to fence this mask, but it's best if you hand that mask over to me, okay?
Listen here, Gumshoe. Nobody tells my coded what to do.
Yeah, I had to rough him up a little bit. That's the only thing these two-bit street hoods understand. Violence is the world they live in, and sometimes you have to remind them that, hey, Mills Jacko doesn't kneel down to any greaseball crackerjack that had just slimed out of the gutter yesterday. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No, 50 large is a lot of dough, and I need to get my hands on that mask and fast. So I need to start from the beginning. Yes, word on the street was that Falcone had it. Well, if you're familiar with Falcone, well, you definitely know Linguini, because Falcone is Bucatini's nephew, and Bucatini is the right-hand man for Linguini, and I've already roughed up Falcone, so that settles it. I'm going to break into Linguini's warehouse and snatch the mask. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So Linguini's warehouse is downtown. Everybody knows where it is, and everybody knows not to cross Linguini. I suppose this is where I should have had second thoughts, but that 50 large was on my mind. And I figured I could go through the side door, be in and out quickly, nobody would see me. My contact said that Linguini was at his girlfriend's apartment. So I snuck into the back alley, and here we go. There it is, the Maltese Mask, what everybody is looking for. Could it possibly be true? My ship has finally come in? What was that? I thought I heard something. I gotta get out of here before Linguini gets back. One last look at the mask. Doesn't look that dangerous to me.
Look what the cat dragged in. I'm calling Falcone.
What? Don't bother. Don't bother, Linguini. I already took care of Falcone. Let's see if we might be able to work this out. Let's work this out. That bad move, Linguini. Tough bastard, I thought he'd never die. Time to reflect. I just killed a man. Sure, it was me or him, and I picked me. But still, he was a man. Maybe I should just head south of the border, lay low for a couple years. Hell, who am I kidding? Really, how long can a guy last without Chinese food? No, I gotta finish this job and collect my 50 large. But even still, I wish I'd never laid eyes on that mask. A few people had to die, and we went to a lot of trouble, but I got you the mask.
Okay. You did good, Jacko. Here's your money, Jacko. Good job.
50 large.
50 large.
Be careful, people seem to drop like flies around that mask.
Oh. You did good, Jacko. You have no idea of the power of this mask.
I hope it was worth it.
Every cent.
Well, I got my money, but something just didn't feel right. So I waited around until her Uber ride showed up. But this was no ordinary case. You see, that mask makes you do strange things. Like shoot people, for instance, and accidentally glide your scooter in front of a fast-moving 2-ton vehicle. Oh well, another one bites the dust. Well, it's just me and the gardener Juan now, and the Maltese Mask. I didn't want to have anything to do with it. I can only hope that Juan melts it down quickly.
Hey, Mr. Jacko, what is this?
Yes, Juan, this is the stuff that dreams are made out of. Chinatown on a dark night in a city known for its sin. Not the best place for a down-and-out gumshoe, but hey, beggars can't be choosy now, can they? Mills Jacko, Private Eye Noir.